The jury having your life in their hands, that shit hit different. Like, that's a spook. Like, my name is Tarvion, and I was born and raised in Compton, and I'm 41 years old. Oh yeah, I have three older siblings, and I'm the youngest of five. Two little girls of my own, both of them under the age of 15 months. I'm with the mother of my children and whatnot, but we gonna get married very soon. Like, I mean, soon, for real, like. Man, my childhood was awesome. I don't have no sad stories. Any hardships I had as a kid, they came from me, but I had fun, man. My life was like, I don't know, my childhood was something to brag about. My inspirations, my biggest one is my oldest brother named Ezel. At the age of 13, me and my brother, who's 3 years older than me, we was in our own house. Thanks to bro, like me and him coming home from school, we in the house by ourselves. He's the patriarch of our family. He made sure his little brothers never went without. Like, whatever was out the latest, we used to have it on. I'm sure I used to fuck it up. Like he's my Superman. Like, you know what I mean? I got relationships with my nieces and nephews as if we are brothers and sisters. Like, mind you, I got two older siblings, so they done dropped a few seeds along the way around the time we was born. So we locked in like this. Like, my nephew from my brother, he's 9 years older than me, and he the one, like, he's another inspiration. Like, he's a prime example of like what I aspire to be. Like, he show progress, he do it his way, and I love it. I was around like 7. I remember walking out of G-Mom house on Alabama. I just been aware of death. I never knew you came with an expiration day, and that messed me up. I was like 7, that fucked me up all the way till I was like 13. Like, no bullshit, and knowing I could die, like, damn, I'ma die one day. Like, I jumped off the porch, hit that corner. Nah, I was about 14, 15. Like, I was born in Carver Park, Compton. Like, you know, Carver Park, Compton. Hooked up with my boy named Active Food. He introduced me to that weight out life. Like, you know, he bought a double up, went to a crack house. He chopped it up. He spent 50, gave me 50 worth of it, and him 50. We was supposed to double up. I told him, bro, this ain't, I don't like this. Like, I'm in a house seeing people. I said, I'm cool, bro. I'm seeing homeboys my age, mama up in here, they doing things. I said, nah, bro, what else can we do? This when a homie little Bob stayed on right across the street from the park on 118 that me and Fool, we went to his house, grabbed one of them Bob Barkers, you know, a 38, and we drove around. I'm on the handleboard doing my thing. That's when I seen money come. Like, I got my name more so for getting money. I ain't one of those people from the set that super extra out. I'm with all that, but I ain't never been that. Like, I'm cool, man. There's too many of them out there already, so I always did me in the hood, like, you know, I'm doing solo bolo things, but I'm interacting with the homies. My first run-in with the law, I don't know. But as far as the serious shit, 2001, I got arrested in the hood on 120th, right across the street from Martin Luther King Hospital, had a Tech 9. I did 3 years, 27 months off of that. Within that 3 years, mom passed. That's the hardest hardship I've been through. I got out, parole to my sister, but I'm back in the hood every day, so I'm committing recidivism. Recidivism is continuously doing the same thing that got you in prison the first time. So I get out immediately. I'm committing recidivism. I'm a positive dude, so I ain't gonna really talk about too much like that. But some stuff happened with my boy Momo. Shit, I slid back out here, got my bulletproof vest on my way back. We got pulled over by the sheriff, and I forgot I had it on. Like, saying when he pulled me over, man, the shit was funny. He pulled us over. I'm in the passenger seat. He asked if anybody was on parole. I said, yeah, because I ain't got nothing on me. He pulled me out the car. When he patted me down, he felt on my chest, and that's when I felt the metal plates and all that. I said, fuck. But I'm a quick thinker. When I say I'm a quick thinker, was like, what you doing with this? I say, I'm a rapper, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a rapper, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a joint out here, you know what I'm saying? He was like, Anyway, long story short, I went to prison for that. I did 2.5. Well, they gave me 2 years for it, and they was like spooking me, talking about the feds can pick it up and say, ooh. So the first deal they threw at me, I said, run it. Non-violent, so I did exactly 1 year and 16 days off of that. Got out, once again, got lost in recidivism in the hood. '05, this 2005. I'm in the hood, in the set doing my thing. I had me a Aurora on some 20s. I was in the glass house. I was doing my thing. I stayed out for like 5 months, and then my world came crashing in October 12th, if I'm mistaken, the day I got arrested. close to 17 years. Like I did like 16 years, 10 months, something like that. That day, I went to jail for 2 kidnappings, 2 robberies, 2 criminal threats, 1 carjacking, and all the extra shit that come with being an ex-felon, being a career criminal. Well, I went to pre-trial and all that. They offered me a deal at pre-trial. They was like, look, take 25 years and tell on suspect number 1. That was the deal. Like, I'm like, around this time, I'm in the county jail for almost 3 years. And I ran into my boy named Hoover Jack from Hoover, Trey Hoover, OG dude, man, well known and all that. But that dude then gave me plenty of game. He laced me to the point, like, if I ain't got no money to my name, he showed me how I can produce something. If it's $1, I'm gonna walk away with 75 cents. The other parties involved is gonna be content with it. But anyway, he told me something valuable, like some more game. He told me, if you take a deal, you can't come back on appeal. And they changing the laws all the time. So with that in mind, he also told me, he was like, man, if you get found guilty, you automatically got appeal and all that. If I had to take the deal of 25 years, I also had to squeal. That never crossed my mind. Like, not to brag, but I take pride in my name, like BG Pepperoni. When other people mention me and that name come about, a good taste gonna come out their mouth and that shit. I ain't even lived to see 25 years. I said, fuck it, I'm going to trial. I went to trial, and the day I went to trial, they dropped the carjacking. Spent about a week in trial. After the week up, I spent about 4 or 5 days in deliberation. And those is the worst days, like being in shootouts and all that. None of that shit compared to, like, the jury having your life in their hands. That shit hit different. Like, that's a spook. Like, you looking up to a sky that you probably didn't look up to when you was doing what you was doing. Like, you know, now you looking for God. I was suspect number 2. What I've been accused of with, like, those, I did that. Like, and I take full ownership of that. Like, I did everything at the end of the day. Like, the 2 victims, they know it. And I think they'll be proud if they ever come across like me and see, like, man, that dude, look at the man I am now, they'll be like, okay, that's a brother that, like, you know, took advantage of being disadvantaged. You feel me? Like, then on top of that, I ended up getting another 2 years for 9 grams around, like something like that. Like, I took a deal, like, never touched it, didn't even see it, but so altogether, I was sentenced to like 19. I can say it now, but I was fucking with a female staff and another dude. Like, I had it made. Like, I'm not even on the yard, not even 2 months, and before my court found out who I was, they finding out, like, he's the plug. Like, when you get to prison, like, you know, you have to send out for everything you want, right? I had my plays in motion with a dude bringing it in to me before I even got my stuff. You hear what I'm saying? Off top, you need personal, so hygiene, so, you know, that box will clothes, food. Like, within a month, by the time the shit came, I got everything. Like, this what it's called, like, they saw I was a hazard to the privilege, like, you know, the safety of staff members and all that. Like, I can't be around females because on paperwork they say I'm a manipulator. Like, they tell you be careful of that inmate right there. He's a manipulator, you know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, I'm on a level 4 yard. That means everybody here got life. I'm on this yard because of the severity of the crime. It happened so fast. I hit the yard. I'm an opportunist. Like, I seen somewhere people making fun of this dude. He was a nurse, right? Always been underweight. Like, I had to go get 2 insures for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He worked dinner time, so he had a G-unit bracelet and a shady bracelet. You hear me? Motherfuckers was hard. I say, hey, bro, let me get one. He said, nah, motherfuckers talk too much. Automatically, I see the opportunity. I say, can you keep a secret? He said, yeah. I said, I can too. Whoop. I said, hey, bro, bring me a pack of cigarettes. He said, what? Nah. I said, bro, bring me a pack of cigarettes. Matter of fact, bring me 2 packs of cigarettes. I'm gonna give you $200. I didn't have a penny to my name. And the next day, matter of fact, old boy flaked on me. He was like, I'm on him. Like, cause we already got this form on him. I'm like, man, what the fuck, you scared or something? On my soul. That dude said, nah, tomorrow, watch. Once again, this and this came into play. The next day came, that nigga gave me a brown paper bag. It come like this for diabetics. 1 pack, and I had 2. I got 1 and dished them off the other one till my 2 boys was in the cell. Like, after that, it wasn't no looking back. Hey, man, I need pen, phone, and like, and then, you know, when it all falls down. I can say it now, but I was fucking with a female staff. They came and got me, talk about, man, hey, they bust out the the sentiment. I wrote her a letter, right? They busted out on me. I'm like, what the fuck? But I don't know how, but she folded or whatnot and caved. It's prison, then another prison. Like, you know, once you're in prison, you still can go to another prison. Well, before I'm even ready to get transferred, I had to go to the committee. I'm going to the committee while I'm in there. You in there with the top of the tops. The captain back there, the lieutenants. I'm sitting down. I'm about like 108, 10, 12, 13 pounds here, and they got proof, you know, and they reading it. They looking at me. And they just looking at me like, flipping through the paperwork. They come across the letter like, they reading it. The introduction is like, this motherfucker. Like you think you's the ladies' man, huh? Like, yeah, we finna buck his ass. Whenever a correctional officer, they are in fault of doing wrong. For one, you as the inmate would never know of their punishment. They gave me an adverse transfer. So what that means is we getting you up out of here without a harm's way. Like, I didn't know no foul. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, they came and got me, threw me in a hole. You hear me? I was in the hole probably for like 6 months, but I'm saying through anything I've been through, like, I don't know, my life just get better and better. I swear to God to do. While I was in there, I remember when I found me, I was in the hole with the homie Big Mike from PJ Watts, waiting to get transferred to Cincinnati. When I say we in there having a blast, we big eating, big storytelling, and we animated. It's cool, but you know, it be times we work out, times you sleep, he's up reading the book, whatever, writing letters. So, you know, I had some me time. I'm at the door, an OG come out, and that's what did it for me, that moment right there. He came out, and he came out as if he was 18. Like, he didn't look at it like I'm 60 and I'm still stupid, active. Like, you in handcuffs and some white boxers, a white t-shirt, and some flip-flop, and you walking to a shower that got bars. Like, you calling out people's names. I'm like, damn, don't be that guy. Like, that's the day I stopped allowing my ignorance to betray my intelligence. I seen something I didn't want to be, I didn't like. I don't know, I made the most of it while I was in there. I had some bomb cellies, like, old man named Scott out of Dago, man, got life. Like, I think he got 3-4 life. Like, you know, he knocked down like 4 white boys who tried to murder him. This dude had books. Like, he was a library. Like, he was like Google. I'm in a cell with this old man, and he running through books. I got on this program, and that's why I had some bomb studies. Once I started doing that, my favorite book became the dictionary. And this how I started writing my books. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, my penmanship was, you know, and I started writing letters for people. That's how I break it down to them. I was like, your girl ain't getting smacked right now. I'm looking for a victim. I'm looking for a victim to be like, not mine. People start like, hey man, write a letter for me, man. I got back with my old ex. Like, hook me up an introduction letter. I'm talking about, I just lost my mom, my brother, my daughter, my son, like whatever it was, and I'm getting paid off of this. All back to 2009. That's when I formed my first book, 365 Days of Love Letters and Life as I Know It. In my head, I'm like, I'm gonna write this shit in the breeze. I'm like, what the fuck? And I still got 330 something to go, right? I picked up the dictionary. Shout out to the dictionary, any dictionary, but the dictionary, that's how I know how to articulate so well. My whole push is no cosign. I live by 11 words. Stop wanting what others have and start having what others want. I don't want to work for nobody else. That's why I do what I do. Like, you know, this, like, you know, I hustle, man. Like, I work for self. I don't have to answer to nobody. And I love the way I think. This is a motherfucker. I wish people thought how I think. Like, I wish I could put me in a bag and sell me as a drug.
I've read your writing. It's really good. And I was hoping that you would share it, like, at least a poem. It's written on here.
I ain't got no poem. Don't call my shit a poem. Don't put it in no cage.
It feels like poetry.
No, it's sentiment. It's sentiment. For one, I don't know what category to put it in, so I'm gonna put it in my own category. So I'm self-publishing, like, you know, no cosign. But I got out September 13th, 2021. I lived on Lancaster with my brother that's 3 years older than me. So my first 3 months, I'm working for him, who got his own construction company, maintenance company, all that. You know, getting my money up, learning the ways, like, you know what I'm saying, because I'm still institutionalized. After that 3 months, I jumped out there on my own. Shit was a little shaky, probably for another 3 months, but I was fortunate enough to look and see she was looking at me the way I was potentially looking at her. I mean, like, why she's boss lady bored none? When I left my brother and tried to venture out on my own, it was like, man, I'm gonna make this shit work. She was with me building my business where I started off 16, 17, 18, $19. I'm picking up dog shit in people's yard. She's right there with me. I'm cleaning out swimming pools and drains. She got her nails and toes done on her knees, cleaning out them drains. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's some shit that you just can't debate or dispute. Like, the first night we went out, we went on a date, and it was the best date I went on. Like, it was simple. We chopped it up, whoopty-whoop. And she told me something in that car that day, and she stood on business. Like, we both came up and we both know it. My lower back be hurting, dead bang in the middle. My back get rubbed every night. I don't care if we beefing, we ain't touching each other. We got the two girls between us as it is, but I don't care if it's 5 minutes or even just a touch. It's this saying that I say in my two of my books, but I say, it come to this, money and women. I say I like any woman that can see me with it, but I love the woman that can help me get it. Shout out to Boss Lady, because she the one who helped me get it. Let me stop talking about her, though. I'm finna boo-hoo. Do I have any regrets? This is a deep-ass course for me right here, because that means so much to me. Do I have any regret? A regret is an opportunity lost, like that you put forth the effort, you know what I'm saying? So me, like, as of now, like, I don't have no regrets. I got that whacked out on my back. Like, I got a big ass no cosign on my back, and that's one of the things I got whacked out on. It is regrets. Like, I don't like, that's why I wake up every morning, like, living life to the fullest. Like, I know if I was to perish from this moment on, I'll be content with it. Like, I'm sure my books will still get out. Like, the mother of my children got them, like, you know, I mean, like, you know, I'm good. Once I got out of prison, no, it wasn't hard for me to adjust, and I ain't got no PSTD. Prison did it for me. Like, shout out to CDC, man. If you wanna show growth, they got steps in place like AA. Shout out to Mary and her crew. No drug problems, you know what I'm saying? But I got 8 years in there on a consistent basis, voluntarily. Like, whatever my little heart desire, man, I'm getting goals accomplished. Like, I get to it. Right now, you know, I'm on my campaign, Mr. Big Bags, baby. You see, like, this is what I do. Like, I'm infatuated and obsessed with giving the best version of myself to the world. Every time I see a potential customer, I just go with the flow. Say, I stutter sometimes like a motherfucker too, but I get my point across. I had a dream, and in it, God spoke to me, mirroring my physical image. Told me to write these sentiments that was anything but tradition to motivate his people, and in exchange, all my sins then would be forgiven. So when I awoke, I embraced his vision. I mean, who am I not to listen? That was the day I spoke all of this into existence. I made a conscious decision to pursue my mission. I pursued my mission. I had to start from scrimmage. The old ways wasn't working, so I came up with new terms and conditions. I used my instinctive intuition. So on impulse, I chose truth over fiction, reason over religion. And if sky is the limit, then make way for this guy with celestial ambitions. Damn, look. Patience. I just want to take this time out and say thank you for allowing me the opportunity to reach my full potential. Through you, I came to know self-control, and I exercise it on a daily. Without you, nothing I accomplish is possible, for you have guided me through life's obstacles. Despite the fact that you are virtual, I'm thankful for everything you and I have been through. I know not everyone can grasp you. However, to seize you is a commendable quality, an accomplishment within itself. You was present when I planted the seed for my book, and all I had was just a vision and hope. It was you who told me to take it slow, for my thoughts was not quite right. They still needed time to grow. And with time to myself, I honed in on my passion until I seen growth. So through the waiting game, it was you who I came to know, just like a lover. And now I love you like a motherfucker. Shout out to Patience.